Hey boys and girls, happy Monday. It's Mrs. Bran. We are trying something a little bit different with math this week. So you'll notice that it looks a little bit different. You'll notice that we're not going to work on the same looking workbook pages anymore. I was telling your parents and guardians that I felt like the math that we were using felt like it was kind of going too fast. I didn't like how it was giving you guys a whole bunch of things at once. So we're gonna slow down and we're gonna start with something a little bit different, okay? So today we are still gonna work with adding, which is what we were doing last week. But we're going to kind of go about it a little different way. All right, we're gonna use this 10 frame here that I have pulled up on the smartboard. I'm gonna be coming forward and backward to you, talking to you today about this 10 frame and asking you some different questions. We're gonna use this to help us solve our problems. Last week, we were drawing pictures and coloring in cubes and things like that to solve our problems. So this is just another way that we can, another strategy rather, that we can use to solve some problems. Okay, so let's get started. All right, so today we are going to pretend with some different number stories. And so I sent home some 10 frames like this on a piece of paper. So hopefully you have that out in front of you. If not, pause me real quick and go grab it. So you're going to need your 10 frame and a pencil. So press pause if you need to, go get those things, and then turn me back on when you're ready, okay? If you're ready, here we go. All right, so my friend Susie had 3 pencils. So to show 3 pencils, I'm going to put a mark, I'm just gonna use a dot, in my 10 frame. Now we call this a 10 frame because there are 10 squares. There are 5 on top and 5 on bottom, so that's why we call it a 10 frame, okay? So Susie has 3 pencils, okay? The next day, the teacher gave her 2 more. So I am going to draw 2 more dots in my 10 frame. So do that with me. 2 more dots in our 10 frame. So my question is, how many pencils does Susie have in all? So if we count on our 10 frame, let's count and see. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Susie has 5 pencils in all. Eventually, you will not have to count and add. You will be able to get so good using the 10 frame that you will just look and know that when there's 5 across and the whole top is filled, that there are 5. And if the whole thing is filled, then there are 10, okay? So the answer to this problem would be 5. Okay. Now you have, I believe, 4 10 frames. So I'm gonna keep going with 3 more examples, okay? So you don't have to erase, you can just move down to your next set of 10 frames, okay? All right, grab your pencil, here we go. So for this problem, let's say that I went outside and picked some flowers, okay? On Monday, I picked 4 flowers. Are you ready? Let's draw 4 flowers. I'm gonna draw circles to represent those flowers, little dots. So 1, 2, 3, 4. On Monday, I picked 4 flowers, so I drew 1, 2, 3, 4. Do you have 4? Okay. So on Tuesday, I picked 3 more. How many more 10 frames do I need to fill in? You're right, 3. So let's do that. Ready? 1, 2, 3. So my question is, how many flowers did I pick on Monday and Tuesday in all? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I I picked 7 flowers in all. Good job. All right, I'm going to erase. I want you to go down to the next 10 frame that you have in front of you. Get your pencil ready. Here we go. Okay. Now sometimes when I'm teaching in class, I like to use my own children, for example, on some of my problems. So I'm gonna do that today with Caden. Caden is my big 6th grader. He's 11 years old and he just started playing soccer. So I'm gonna use him as an example in this story, okay? So Caden is playing soccer and he has a game on Saturday. And on his game on Saturday, he scored 2 goals. So let's draw in 2 circles in 2 of the 10 frames. Okay, he scored 2 goals. The next week, he was on fire, okay? He was on fire, and the next Saturday, he scored 5 goals. So I am going to color in 5 dots in my 10 frame. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many goals did Caden score his first 2 games of soccer? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He scored 7 goals. Didn't he? 7 goals. Awesome. All right, erase, or well, I will erase. Go down to your last 10 frame. I believe you have 1 more left, okay? And I'm gonna let you count and find the answer on your own. But let's listen to the story and draw together first, okay? For this one, I'm gonna use Braylon. Braylon likes to play basketball, okay? So we're gonna use Braylon as an example. So Braylon was playing basketball, and on Saturday, because you know how the weekends are always on, or the games are always on the weekends, okay, Saturday he scored 4 baskets. So let's draw in 4 of our squares for those 4 baskets, okay? And then the next weekend, when he had another game, he scored another 4 baskets. So let's draw another 4 baskets. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, I would like for you to take a second and count and see how many baskets did Braylon score those 2 games. Take a second and I want you to count, okay? What did you get? Did you get 8? Good job. If you got 8, you are correct. Way to go. I'm so proud of you. Okay, so for math today, I want to see if you can solve this next problem on your own and have an adult check it with you, okay? So you might have to erase one of your 10 frames. Sorry, I didn't send another paper, but I think it'll be okay. Or you could flip the paper over and trace one of the 10 frames from the back and just use that, okay? But here's what I want you to solve. Are you ready? Okay. At recess, Mrs. Brand sat out 6 pieces of sidewalk chalk. So what do I need to do to show 6 pieces of sidewalk chalk? Do that now. Okay. The next day, Mrs. Brand laid out 3 more pieces of sidewalk chalk. How many pieces of sidewalk chalk were there in all? Okay, I want you to take a picture of your 10 frame today that you used to answer my question, and I want you to send it to your teacher on Dojo so that she can see if you got the right answer. Okay? I hope you had fun with our 10 frames today and today's lesson, and we're going to continue working with addition later on this week, and I will see you tomorrow. Have a good afternoon. Bye, guys.